Anthropic's own CEO said out loud what everyone was afraid to say. AI could wipe out half of all entry-level office jobs within 5 years. Half. And that warning is coming from the people building the thing. So today I'm counting down the 10 tools already doing that work because you can either compete with AI or command it.
I'm Ivy.
I test AI tools every single day, and number 1 comes straight from Anthropic itself. Let's go. Number 10, Gamma. Presentations were one of the first office tasks AI fully swallowed. You type one prompt, say, pitch deck for a coffee subscription startup, and Gamma builds the entire thing. Slides, layout, images, structure, done in about a minute. Concrete example. A marketing manager builds the first draft of every client deck in Gamma, then spends her energy on the message instead of dragging text boxes around at midnight. The catch. The free plan runs on credits, and exports carry Gamma branding until you pay. And treat that first output as a draft. The design is strong, but the facts are still yours to check. Who it's for: anyone who presents, sales, teachers, founders, students. If slides eat your afternoons, this hands them back. But this next one sits in every meeting you attend, and it never forgets a single word. Number 9, Otter. Otter joins your meetings, transcribes every word in real time, and hands you a summary with action items before you're even back at your desk. Run it on a 1-hour client call, and you get who said what was decided, and exactly what you owe, searchable forever. That is a task companies literally used to pay assistants to do. The catch. The free plan caps your transcription minutes every month, with shorter limits per conversation, so a heavy meeting schedule hits the wall fast. That's when the paid tier starts making sense. And always tell people they're being recorded. In some places, that's the law. Who it's for: managers, salespeople, students, journalists, anyone drowning in calls. But the next tool doesn't just take notes on your work, it does the design work for you. Number 8. Canva Magic Studio. Canva took the design job and handed it to everyone. Magic Studio is the AI layer on top. Describe what you need, and it writes the copy, generates the images, resizes one design for every platform, and even edits photos, remove a background, erase an object, extend the frame. Example. A small business owner turns one product photo into an Instagram post, a story, and a web banner in minutes, with no designer in the loop. The catch. The free plan gives you a limited number of AI uses, and some of the best features, like the background remover, live behind Canva Pro. Who it's for: solo founders, social media managers, and everyone who has ever said, I'm not a designer. You don't need to be one anymore. But this next one is free, made by Google, and it might be the most underrated AI product on Earth. Number 7. Notebook. This is Google's free research assistant, and it flips how AI normally works. Instead of answering from the whole internet, it answers only from the files you upload. Drop in PDFs, slides, links, or notes, ask questions, and every answer comes with citations pointing to the exact passage in your sources. The famous party trick is audio overviews. It turns your documents into a podcast-style conversation between 2 AI hosts, so you can absorb a 50-page report on your commute. Example. Paste in a contract and ask, what exactly am I agreeing to? The catch. It's only as good as the sources you feed it, and each notebook has limits on how many sources fit. Who it's for: students, analysts, lawyers, anyone buried in documents. And it's completely free. But number 6 automates entire workflows while you sleep. Number 6. N8N. This is where you stop using AI and start deploying it. N8N is an automation platform where you build workflows by dragging and dropping. When an email arrives, AI reads it, drafts a reply, logs it in your CRM, and pings you on Slack, automatically, forever. It connects to hundreds of apps and lets you drop AI agents right into the middle of a flow. Example. Creators use it to summarize every new YouTube comment into one daily digest. The catch. The cloud version is paid. The free route is self-hosting the open source version, which takes some technical comfort to set up. Who it's for: anyone doing the same digital task twice a day. Automate it once, own it forever. But this next one might quietly replace an entire job title: research analyst. Number 5. Perplexity. Think of it as a search engine that does the reading for you. Ask a question, and instead of 10 blue links, you get a direct written answer with numbered citations you can actually verify. Example. Compare the refund policies of these 3 airlines. It pulls the sources, summarizes them, and shows its receipts. That's hours of tab hopping compressed into 30 seconds, which is exactly the kind of junior research work Anthropic's CEO was warning about. The catch: the free plan limits how many of the more powerful pro searches you get each day, and like any AI, you still click those citations before quoting anything in a real report. Who it's for: writers, consultants, students, shoppers, anyone whose job starts with, "Let me look that up." Now, number 4 is where the fear gets very real because it writes code. Number 4, Cursor. This is the AI code editor that made software engineer the most nervous job title in tech. It looks like a normal code editor, but you describe what you want in plain English and it writes the code across your whole project, then explains it, fixes its own errors, and refactors on command. Example: non-technical founders have shipped working prototypes by describing features one sentence at a time. The catch: the free hobby tier is limited. The pro plan is a monthly subscription, and AI-written code still needs human review before it touches real users. It sounds confident even when it's wrong. Who it's for: developers who want to move dramatically faster, and beginners who want to build without 4 years of study first. But the next one doesn't write your content. It puts a human face on it. Number 3. HeyGen. Paste a script, pick an avatar, and HeyGen generates a video of a realistic AI presenter delivering it, in the language and voice you choose. Companies use it for training videos, product explainers, and localized ads. One concrete example: record yourself once, and HeyGen can translate that video into other languages while keeping your voice and syncing your lips to match. That used to require a studio, a crew, and weeks of production. The catch: the free plan is just a taste. Expect watermarks and tight limits on length, and the most realistic results sit on paid tiers. And obviously, only clone your own face and voice, and get consent for anyone else's. Who it's for: trainers, marketers, and camera-shy creators. But the top 2 are the giants, and number 2 is the name your boss already knows. Number 2, ChatGPT. Still the front door to AI for most of the planet, and by now it's less a chatbot and more a full workstation. It writes, analyzes spreadsheets, reads images, generates pictures, browses the web, and its deep research mode will grind through sources for several minutes and hand you a structured, cited report. Example: feed it a messy CSV of sales data and ask for trends. It runs the analysis and charts it for you. The catch: the free tier gives you limited access to the best models before dropping you to smaller ones, and the paid plan is a monthly subscription. And for anything factual, verify before you forward it to your boss. Who it's for: honestly, everyone. It's the general-purpose layer over modern office work. But number 1 comes from the company that started this entire conversation: Anthropic itself. Number 1. Claude from Anthropic, the company whose CEO set off this entire alarm. And once you use it, you understand why they're worried. Claude is famous for long documents. Paste in a massive report or a stack of files, and it holds the whole thing in mind while it works. Artifacts let it build documents, code, and small interactive apps right next to the chat, and projects keep your context saved between sessions. For developers, Claude Code takes a task and works through your codebase step by step, like a junior engineer who never sleeps. The catch: the free plan has usage limits that reset over a few hours, so heavy users end up on the paid tier. Who it's for: writers, analysts, and coders doing serious, careful work. Anthropic warned that AI would do your job. The smart move is being the person who directs it. Here's the real takeaway: the people who lose to AI are the ones who ignore it. You now have 10 tools to put it to work for you. If this helped, subscribe. I test the newest AI tools every single day, so you don't have to. See you tomorrow.